From the Oklahoma newsroom, you're watching a Varsity Update. I'm Jenny Carlson. Heritage Hall plays for the Class 3A state championship on Saturday, and Cole McDaniel will be out there, linebacker, tight end for the Chargers. But Jacob Unruh, who joins us on the phone, has uncovered a really interesting story that no one would know unless you actually know Cole's backstory. Jacob, give us some insight here.
Well, apparently as a kid, Cole McDaniel was diagnosed with Wolff-Parkinson syndrome. It's a heart arrhythmia. Basically, his heart gets beating too fast in certain situations, and he was able to kind of manage it and play through it as a kid. Growing up in sports, only had a couple episodes, but the doctors said, he'll be fine, but it'll probably get worse as he gets older, and then they'll have to address it, and he'll know when to do it. About his 8th grade year, he's playing basketball, and he struggles just about every game. He has episodes where he can't breathe. He feels like his heart's going to beat out of his chest for about 30 seconds to 5 minutes at last. Finally, he has a surgery, and it's a surgery that was originated here called an ablation, where they go in and they have to singe off a connectivity that's an extra connectivity to your heart. And his ended up being a big risk. They don't know how big of a risk it is until they get there, and his was a big risk because if it wouldn't have been successful, he would have to have a pacemaker the rest of his life.
Wow.
And so they had to the parents had to make a decision on the table while he's on the table, and they made the decision. It obviously worked out because here he is, starting linebacker and tight end for Heritage Hall this Saturday. He's not had any problems since, and he's turned into a really good player for Heritage Hall.
Well, Jacob, it sounds like you say, he's had no problems. Is there any risk at this point, or did this procedure basically fix everything and he doesn't really have to worry about anything when it comes to, like you say, I mean, losing, not feeling like you can catch your breath, having your heart really going fast? I mean, any of that a concern at this point? No,
they said everything's clear. I mean, that he's been cured. He's healthy. He's not had any issues for the last 4 years. I don't know that he really plans on playing college football in college, and so he's just ready to play one last game, and he'll move on to basketball season after this and be ready to go. He's got a really good grade point average, so he's got college in his future, and he seems fine and is content with everything. And so he told me he's very grateful he got a chance to continue to play sports because they've become such a big part of his life.
Well, and that was going to be my last question to you, Jacob. I mean, every guy that's going to be out there playing for a state championship on Saturday, or has played for one over all these years, and it's a grateful thing, but I have to think his level of appreciation may be as high as anybody out there on the football field.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, they won a title last year, and that was for a lot of that was for Andy Bogert in his last year as the coach, and they've been open about that this week. We did that a lot. We wanted to win for Coach one last time. Now this is for us. I've had a couple seniors tell me this one's for us. We want to win again, be the first team in Heritage Hall history to win back-to-back titles, and I think Cole is really thinking this is my last chance, and you can really tell when you talk to him that he's really trying to soak this week in, and he'll soak Saturday in as well. He said it's going to be really emotional, probably before and after the game, win or lose.
Well, be sure to check out Jacob's story, our Friday Night Lights feature this week on Cole McDaniel. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.